Friends, foes, hoes. Let's go.
Hoes.
Who's some hoes?
Who's some
Some
hoes?
other hoes. That's not how we should start that. Hey.
Hey, we back.
Episode. I don't
7.
know. Wait.
Lucky number 7. It ain't lucky for some people, but it's lucky.
Oh my gosh. So when we started the other one and I told you at the beginning, the trailer, to go back and check out episode number 4, I lied. It was episode number 5. It was when you're repeating myself. That's why I ignored you all week, because I was like, if I tell you the story now, then when we go to talk about it, it ain't going to be the same. I won't have the same
so true, though.
energy.
That's so true, because we messed up this week and we did talk. But we had a lot to talk about.
We ain't talked in so long. Oh my gosh.
I know.
And you were in Vegas all weekend.
I was. I recently went to Vegas and...
Wait, hold up. Hold that thought.
Cheers.
Okay.
Awesome. Now we can start. We can't start without that. So... yeah, so we recently went to Vegas, and this was the first time we took the kids with us. Like, I swore to God, my whole life, I was like, I would never take the kids to Vegas. Like, that's not somewhere for kids. You know, we be going ham when we out there. So I just needed to get out. And I was like, let's go to Vegas. We'll quarantine afterwards. So I'm in quarantine. Can you tell? And
I love the flowers.
I know, I had to just throw something on real quick and get to this. But it was awesome. There wasn't a lot of people there.
Yeah.
The drinks were still cool. The restaurants were still cool. They were open. Everything was cool. My kids loved it. Took them to Circus, rode the rides, and everything was good. So now I'm back home. I'm sane. I can move forward. I got out for a minute.
Yeah.
And now I get to talk to you.
Well, girl, I'm happy to talk to you too. But I wanted to come so bad. But I was stuck adulting last weekend.
I know. I love how the night before you were like, let me go check them tickets.
Let me check the tickets. I'm finna come. And then you start thinking about all the bills you got to pay. And you're just like,
right. That happens so often. Have you noticed that? Like, someone tells you, hey, we going to the beach, or we going to Panama, or we going to somewhere, and you're like, I wonder if we could go. And I'm like, let me go check the tickets.
And honestly, to tell you the truth, I mean, we go all the time. We really do. So
yeah, y'all on the go all the time.
So me sitting at home right now, I'm just kind of like, whatever. But it's little places that we be going. But I mean, we have the most fun, and Vegas would have been great. It would have been awesome. Like, I was supposed to go to Chicago tomorrow.
When I say my daughters who are like in their teens were like, oh, because they ain't never been. And so when we pulled up, it was already nighttime. It was dark. So all the lights were up. So I told Sean, I was like, let's drive on the strip so they could see all the lights. And then we call it a day, right? We don't have to take them back at night because they see all the lights. When we got to the end of the street, my 12-year-old was like, I want to live in Vegas. And in my mind, I'm like, the only people who live in Vegas is that escort that sat next to me at the table. And I was like, you may do better in New York because, she's in drama and theater and all that.
That's not for you. But honestly,
that's a place you visit.
I wanted to be a showgirl. For real.
You told me that.
I did.
Yeah, my oldest daughter was
not an escort, a showgirl.
With the feathers.
Yeah. Right. It just looks so much fun. I mean, I know there's other stuff that goes along with that sometimes, but if you got a level head, you should be great. But before we talk about a little bit too much, I'm a tornado the hell out of that.
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's not talk about our 20s and 30s. Let's go ahead.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you. What's so crazy is that when I was, how old was I? I was probably like my niece's age, Gabby's age. How old is Gabby?
17.
17. Okay. My mom, even in high school, I was a senior in high school. I wore a Playboy bunny on my.
That was a thing.
Like, but that's what I wanted to do. I didn't want to sleep with Hugh. No. But I wanted to be a model for them because I used to model back then. So that was like something I really, really wanted to do. And it was just like, I was very surprised with my mom being the way that she was, that she even let me wear it. I wore it everywhere. And then when I lost it, it broke my heart. I was like heartbroken.
Yeah,
but I wore it everywhere. I even wore the shit to church. How disrespectful.
You are so fucking disrespectful.
That is terrible. Like, looking back on it, I was just like, Mom, you didn't even tell me to take it off when I walked into the house of the Lord. Like,
yo, I thought don't hide any secrets here. I thought my mom was like cool when she let me tease my hair and wear a bunch of makeup to church. But yo, if your mom was, but at the time, I think that was just a fashion, right? To wear the Playboy bunny. But we, in hindsight, we all know what that bunny is. But hey,
yeah. Tornado.
Okay. we remixed back. Let's go back. Okay, let's tornado forward. So earlier today, you called me. We don't talk much. Like we say, we try to hold it off and not talk all day, every day. But we was talking today, and just in general, like about friendship, right? Levels of friendship. Levels of relationships, not just friendship. Let's say relationships with just anybody, friends, family, coworkers, whatever.
There are, wait,
go ahead, do it.
I want to know. There are so many levels to relationships, friendships, whatever. I have experienced some stuff within the past like couple of months. Right. And
or I don't know. Let's say a couple of years at that.
Right. And it's just kind of like, I was not at the time. You know how they always say, like, if someone shows you their true self or their true colors, believe it. I'm one of those people that I will give you chances. And I say that very loose because I was just like, okay, sometimes there's reasons behind behavior. There are. But that would also make me sticking up for the behavior that has been put out.
So what I've noticed about you, and we talked about this, again, I'm married to your brother. Right. So I've known you for maybe 12, 13 years, right? Mm-hmm. And from the day I met you till now, never have you ever made me feel that you were trying to take advantage of me, that you were, that I was doing more than you. I always felt your kindness, and I always felt like, we both got our ways about us. And believe me, I've seen a whole lot go on with you personally. But never was it towards me personally, or never was it like where I felt like we didn't have a good relationship. Right. I felt like you've always been an honest person, a very caring person, a very kind person, a very giving person. That's just who you are. But we were talking about people who seem that way until.
But see, that's a whole nother thing. Like, I seriously would give the shirt off my back to anybody. Yeah. And that's just who I am. No, I mean, that is. But it really hasn't been like, I don't know if it's just my season. As they say, you have seasons that you go through. Marriages have seasons. Friendships have seasons, whatever. But I feel like friends, what is a friend? What is a friend? Right. Is a friend the person that you call to vent? The levels. Is it a person that you call to vent to, and it's a mutual thing? That's what I personally call a friend. A person that you basically are on the same level with. There's no competition. If there's competition, it's fun competition. Like, oh, girl, you know what I'm saying? Oh, okay, losing weight. Like, let's do this. We're doing it together, but we're actually holding each other accountable to to lose. Okay, that's fun. Being competitive. the other stuff, when it comes into, a person being jealous, or, oh, well, she got these, so I got to do this. I've never been the person to want to stay up with the Joneses. Not at all. Like, everything that I have in my life, like, this is me being for real now, spitting real shit. Everything that I have has actually come from just being prayed up, hard work, just being dedicated, and just actually experiencing. You know what I mean when you say experiencing something that you actually always wanted. And that's because I'm passionate about it. So that's why I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Like, I don't have it now, but when I get it, I'm going to, take care of it. I'm going to love it. But some people don't understand that. They think it's, and I don't know why, because I'm not one of those people. If you ain't never been to my house, you would never know what I have unless you've seen me.
So honestly, in my point of view, because I've experienced that, is that everybody starts at the same level, right? We all in high school. We all kids, whenever you meet your friends or your family or whoever the relationship is with, you all start on the same level. You got a mom, they got a mom. You play outside, they play outside. You go to the school dance, they go to the school dance. You start on certain levels, and then you get to adulthood. And then that's when you have to realize, like, what are my goals? Where do I want to end up? Right. And that's where people start going in different directions. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to run ahead of you. It's just that my direction may not be your direction.
Well, honestly, to tell you the truth, I don't have any damn friends from. Oh, wait, whoa!
I can't. Yeah, like they gonna come and comment right now. Like, shit.
I already know at least two of them. Like, whoa, bitch. Yes, you do. But I'm saying, like, besides those two who have been like the best of friends to me right now, even with all the crap that we've been through, and I mean, we've had falling outs, but I put out a show. We put out this podcast. I didn't even have to beg them or ask them to do anything. They have been there to support me, to follow me on this journey, and they give me feedback, and they're there for me. And I appreciate y'all. Y'all know who you are. Also, like I said from get-go, I think we're getting off tornado remix. Here we go.
No. We're talking about friends. So let's talk about the friends then and the friends now.
Right. So, and then it's like some of them, like, honestly, to tell you the truth, I told you from get-go. And I don't want my friends and family to watch this. I want my own followers. I want people to look at this that I don't know, to judge me from what you hear and see on this now. Because like we've said in episode 1, people are only going to remember you for what you did stupid back in the day, what you did, or I said the same thing over, but you get what I mean. Like, they only remember you from the past. They don't want to recognize who you are now. They don't want to give you that credit now because they don't know where
that's where you get their life. You're not the same. You're not the person I knew. Jay-Z said it in one of his interviews. He's like, why would I be that person?
Right. That's what you
like. This is growth, right? Like, you trying to.
Right. Like, if I wanted to be the same person that I was when I was growing up, well, hell, I might be dead by now. Dead. Right. But because I was a daredevil. Like, I was bad. There's nothing good about me. Like, who I am now is like a whole 180 than I was before. There's a lot of people that don't even know that side of me because I've never shared it. Some of it's embarrassing, but it's like, I have to be on a certain level with you to tell you about my past. And that's what makes it so interesting, because it's like, some people perceive me as this and some people know me as this. Most people that know me, if you know me, know exactly who I am. Right. I'm not really an open book, but I am me. You know what I mean? I'm just me. I'm the nicest person that you'll probably ever meet. You'll ever freaking meet. I am the nicest person. Well, that's what I'm
saying. Like, when I first met you, you didn't know who I was. I was just a girlfriend of your brother's, right? And you took me in. You never were negative towards me.
Actually, technically, pause. You took me in because I came to your house for the weekend.
That's true. That's true. You could have slept outside. We could have went in. But
And
honestly, like, I felt like never did you judge me. Like, I can tell you how many times I've judged my brother's girlfriend. My brother used to get scared to bring his girlfriends around me and my little sister because we were like, yeah, she ain't shit.
see, but that's
But
the whole thing. I don't care because
but
I've
you
been
are
that
not
not
like
shit
that. So,
person.
but I don't understand how people
I've been that non-shit
misconceive
person.
you as a person because I've never seen that. I've always seen you as fun and outgoing. And that's the fault, is that back in your 20s, you were so fun and outgoing that we had to try to reel you back. Like,
Come
yo,
back
you
here a
can't,
little bit too.
yeah, we can't come get you at the bar at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my god! When I tell you, we used to turn it up
Yo, your
and
brother used to go to Alabama to see you when I
Mhm.
had the kids, and he'd be like, "Well, Shannon wants me to come see her, come visit," and I knew how close you guys were, so I was like, "Yeah, go ahead, go." He'd be like, "She had me in this like dirt hole bar."
drunk as hell, having a good time, turning the fuck up, like
Right, but never
underage as
did I
hell
see like
too.
a
Never did
negative side.
I.
Like, who doesn't want to have fun till 6 o'clock in the morning?
I
That's all
know,
I'm
like
saying.
you go at night and then the sun is coming up when you go home. I lived that vamp life. I sure did.
Hmm.
But that's the difference of me now. I go to bed at 9 o'clock.
I know. I know. I've
Look,
called
I
you
go to
before, and
bed
you
at 9 o'clock.
you answer, and you're like, it's all
Yeah.
dark.
It's all dark. Like, what's a like? Am I missing something? Because my day ends at 9 p.m.
Right. But
But I
that's
get
all
up.
about being a mom, being married, having a family, having a life. And that's where we come to today. Some friends today don't understand that. They don't understand that when you get married and you have children, and it's not even the children, because I've been a single mom, and you could call me, and when my daughter was a teen, she could take care of herself. So I was like, out, right? Like, you want to go out? It's Tuesday, let's go. Now I'm married. I can't just walk out the house and do whatever I want when I want. There are times where I have plans. You now plan stuff, right?
Right.
So friends are different now, especially if they don't have the same kind of life as you. I've just noticed that. Like, my husband said that. He was like, um, they don't understand. You're married. They're not married. And I used to not get it. I used to be like, so?
Right. So
So
I
they're
can go.
still
That's
my
my
friends.
homegirl.
I still
But
got to kick it with them. They're still
it's
my
like
friends.
it's the company that you keep. So it's like
And
if
I'm
they're
not saying it's
single,
wrong to have single friends,
not
but
at
my
all.
thing is I can't be on their level all the time.
But just like I expressed to you
I
the
have a
last
curfew.
episode, when I was telling you that I went to the bar with a friend, she's single. The girl she met there was single. These are two, beautiful single women. Of course, men are going to gravitate towards them.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's me, the married one. But you already know it's already a challenge to try to get the married one, right? So I'm a target
You know
already
why?
off
Because
top.
you ain't saying shit. You in the background, you're like chilling, having your drink,
No,
and
I'm
they're
probably
like,
doing my little stupid
who's
dance,
who's that?
my mom
Yeah.
dance at
In
the.
the back. My mom did.
But
You was doing the cabbage patch.
right. Hey, and oh my gosh,
But
not
because
even to get.
that's the challenge though, because you were in the back, they were like,
Right,
who,
who the
who's
hell is that? No, I
that?
was standing at the bar. So me standing at the bar, I'm just chilling with the bartender. Me and the bartender taking shots, whatever, having a good time. But here they are running around. They could be in dude's face. I can't, because I'm just like, y'all don't know my husband like that. He'll come up and tear this bitch up.
Right.
And I'm be standing there like, but Adam. And he'd be like, get your ass in the car, right?
Right. And guess what you do?
Get in the car. Shit. I ain't about that argument. Look, baby, what you want all week? all week. I'm kissing ass until I get to the point the
Right.
Gemini
But
comes
I
out like,
bet
look
those
at him,
friends,
bitch. Look,
but
look,
I bet
look.
those friends
Not calling him out his
understood.
name. Look, not calling out his name, but look at here. I didn't kiss up too much. It's only been 24 hours. That is over with. We have forgotten that. Let's move on.
Have you ever done that? Like the next morning, you're like, nah.
Yeah.
You move forward, no apologies, nothing. You act like nothing ever happened. Like, would you like some breakfast?
But let it be the other foot. Let the shoe be on the other foot, baby. I can ride that attitude out for at least 2 weeks. I promise you. Like, it's almost like he did the worst thing ever, and it's the stupidest thing. But I understand my intentions of anything that I do. I don't understand yours. So until we have that understanding, which we never will, I can pout as much as I want to.
And I ain't even gonna blame this on being Gemini. I think this is just being female, right? Like we just see things different than a man does, and then the men see things different than we do. So remix back.
Remix back. Are we still remixing back to friends?
To friendship.
Okay. Yes. Remixing back to friendship.
Okay, so there are friends who we think are our friends. So I've learned in life that sometimes
I'm just so excited that I'm so excited that you're taking the lead on this, because I feel like I
am all over the place.
No. Just from what I shared with you earlier, like I'm totally taking a backseat on this. Like,
right. So
I cannot even speak right now.
So there's a high level on this, right? Like there are friendships that nowadays, especially like, mind you, in my case, I moved from Los Angeles, where all my friends were and family, to Atlanta. I made new friends and family, but that's in my older days. That's in my 30s, right? Like making friends and family. And sometimes you're like, that's not the same as having friends you grew up with, but because you've been through shit, so you know each other. But I do, believe me, like, shout out Tiffany, I'll tell her, and Nomo. Like I have friends who in Atlanta have been friends till now, who are like super tight, and like a whole group of friends who are super tight. But then I have friends who were my friends that I went out with and I hung out with, and they kind of went their way. I went my way. And then I don't hear from them except on Facebook, right? Like they like something or whatever. But then now I moved back to California, and then you have to make friends again. And as a female, you would hope, you know, as a mom, especially, that you can make friends with other moms and chill out and, you know, like having those neighborhood mom friends. But then there's some people who take advantage of that, who they know, they're like, oh, this is a nice person. Yo, do you want to go hang out? Guess who's paying?
I feel like you're trying to get me to speak on this, and I'm just not going to, because
no, it's cool if you don't want to.
I can go in, but I'm not gonna go in. I'm just gonna.
But I feel like that's the levels. There's levels in the trust.
Let me see your levels.
It's your levels that I'm talking about. There's levels in trust.
Levels.
There's levels in trust. There's levels in feeling like you. Okay, I can't even take you serious, right?
Okay, all I'm gonna say is this: we're gonna tornado out of this, because what I want to say, and granted, it's my freaking podcast, so I can say whatever the fuck I want to, but I'm going to spare feelings, because I'm not going to do that, because it's going to get too personal. So we're going to tornado out. Look. Ow.
I'm good with that.
I'm done.
Tell me what you want to talk about.
So anyways, I don't even know. All I will say is this: as we were speaking of levels of friendship, when you have a friend or when you have a friend or you're going to be a friend, please let your friend know, or just be that friend to be, what you expect from them. I don't know if you should have a freaking meeting of what you expect from a friend, but if you need to have a meeting,
can you sign this contract?
Right. When you sign your friend contract, you said, regardless of the bullshit that I do and the bullshit whatever, we signed up on this together. Okay. Now, when you step out of the contract and then you start putting new rules in that damn contract, we need to have a meeting about the shit. So I need to know.
That's what the sad part about friendship is that there's no contract.
Swear to God,
there is no contract. Either you vibe all the way through, or you move on. There are seasons. You said there are seasons.
Okay,
so
let me explain my contract. My bullshit is your bullshit. If I'm doing something and I tell you, you're part of the bullshit now, but I would never put you in a situation if you're married or something that it would be on that type.
Right.
But you get what I mean when I say my bullshit is your bullshit. I don't give a damn. And you better take it to the grave. Don't be on no bullshit to tell what I done told you later trying to be a snitch. We ain't doing that. And then on top of that,
I can tell you so many stories.
Because you get mad now. You want to out everything that I said. Do people ever think about, why didn't you tell me this before? Why are you telling me this now? You look stupid. Just shut up. I don't even want to hear it. Shut up. Okay. So then with that, because we have tornadoes, I don't even know. It's a fucking tsunami now. That's what I'm saying. I feel like when you have a friend, they shouldn't put you in a different category other than your other friends. Did I say that right?
Yes. All your friends should be the same expectations.
Yes. The same expectations, and everything should be on the same freaking level, depending on your relationship and the length of time, right? So if this person has been friends with you for 20 plus years and y'all been cool, then I understand that y'all are like sisters. I get that. But if we've been cool for about 5 years and some bullshit happens, okay, we're pretty much still close. But if it's less than that and you're still putting me on the same level as them, how? We don't even have the same, we're not even there.
Right. We ain't looking at brackets. We ain't looking at what I got and versus what they got. We ain't looking at this and that. We're looking at who's dedicated as a friend. If I got 20 cents, if I got $10 and you ain't got no food, guess what? I'm buying you some potatoes. Because
potatoes go far, though.
You can go 100 miles with potatoes.
Some home fries, shit. You can
mashed potatoes. You can make a lot of shit. Believe me, I was a single mom. Potatoes, canned shit like beans, corn. Yeah. I feel like if that's like giving off my back, right? Like if I got $10 and I give you $5, that's being a friend. Versus me having whatever I have and they having whatever they have. You've been friends with them for a long time. They can come to your house. They can help you. They can babysit. They can do whatever, right? There's things that are free that you ain't got to do for somebody.
But also, if a person, I think the communication has to lie within friendship, just like any relationship. Relationships have to have communication. So if I ask you something and then you reply with a remark just saying like, oh no, I have it or whatever, would you even pursue the situation? You just like, okay, well, they got it.
And that's the problem.
And let the shit go.
There's miscommunication in every kind of relationship. But my thing is instead of coming to me and saying, I really feel this way or that way, because
no, you don't come. You
honestly,
don't come to me.
I wouldn't give a shit.
Me. Look, you come for me.
Right, that's different. But even if they came to me, I'd be like, I'm just like that. Like, don't come at me. Don't come to me. Don't come for me. I'm here or I'm not here. And if I'm not here, it's okay. I'll be there next time. Like, I hate expectations. And at some point in life, while you're up here as the best friend or the bestie or whatever, can you put me down here? Because I got too much going on in my life.
Right. Like, people seriously think that you have nothing else going on in your life but them. Like, you just sit around and you wait on them to text, like, oh, what are you doing today? Dude, like, I have a job. I take care of my grandma.
Married,
I have 2 kids. I'm married.
Yeah,
and Adam lives he works out of town. So I'm constantly going to where he is on the weekend. So I can't say that I don't have a life, but my life is really wrapped up in my family right now. It's not really friends. Like, I got to see my friends, episode 4. Like, that was 3 weeks ago. I haven't seen anybody. Like, I don't get to see anybody because I'm constantly going.
I haven't seen my friends. I can't even tell you when. Maybe since before the pandemic.
We're in a pandemic, so you might not be wanting to see anybody.
Right. But my thing is like, before the pandemic, like, my husband used to say stuff, and he used to be like, you steady want to hang out with your girls and this and that. And I didn't get where he was coming from at first. I was like, so? Because my mentality was like, girls' weekend, you can't come, type of thing. But those are things you have to talk about with your husband. When I was a single mom, I got to come and go as I pleased. There was nobody I had to answer to. There was nobody I had to answer to. So when you get married and they are with you 24/7, it's like, you can't just, like, my first year of being married, I used to walk out the door and I would get like a text like, where the fuck do you go? Or he would look at me and be like, where are you going? And I would forget like that I got to tell someone where I'm going.
You know what they used to say about that? But people used to be like, where are you at? In my skin, drinking gin. When I jump out, you can jump in.
What? Where'd you get that from? She from Ohio. Where'd you get that from? I ain't never heard that.
Man, I'm telling you, we have several things that we used to say back in the day, but you saying that would have been something I would have said, like, a first year of marriage, like, where do you think you're going? Or what are you doing?
No, it was not, it was just
where are you?
That's
where are you? Where in my skin, drinking gin. When I jump out, you can jump in. Like, it's my business. It's my business. I feel like
it ain't your business when you're married, though. Your husband is like, no, it's our
business. Where you at? But
right.
I don't know. Like, that's the difference. Adam is like my best friend, so
he's super cool.
We go everywhere together,
right? But he's super cool with it. He like, you want to drink? Let's drink. You want to kick?
But I feel like
kick it.
Right, but I feel like, even with him being my best friend, you still need girl input, women input. So it's like, sometimes when I do have to hang out with the girls or whatever, just to get like a kind of like a woman feel or just something like that, I feel like he gets jealous. And it's one of those things where it's like, I really like, Adam is one who works all the time. So it's like, when he's able to hang out and kick it, we kicks it.
Right.
But I feel like, and I mean, just like we said, it's seasons. This episode should be called Seasons because it's seasonal.
Right.
Like,
and who in the filter, and who's there for me? Who's there for me? And who do we need to like?
Damn, I need to stop drinking this, but it's so good.
What are you drinking? Let's stop there. What are you drinking?
Okay, so my daughter.
Oh, what? No. What are you drinking?
This has fruit snacks in it, by the way. This is how much of a mom. It has fruit snacks in it. But it's Tito's. Straight Tito's with
and fruit snacks.
Yeah, it's a straight drink.
It's no juice, just ice.
No, it's a martini, but it's dirty.
Okay, so I feel in my mind that we need to tornado this out because we all know as a mom, you can't be friends with the same people you're friends with back then if they don't
But you
move
can
forward
if
in
they
the
don't move
same
forward.
path as
Right.
you are. So we're
But then
good with
also
that.
you're going to meet different people. And so when you do
Right.
meet different people, because sometimes you're desperate to find friends, but how desperate are you? Like, I can say moving into my neighborhood, because my kids play with my neighbors. Like, most people will be like,
Right.
oh hell no, I don't know my neighbors. My neighbors are super
Yeah, I
cool.
don't
My
know my
neighbors
neighbors.
are
Not
like
at all.
my
I
neighbors are
wish my
like,
neighbors would come and say hello. Ain't none of my
but that's the whole thing. Like, we've been here for like 5 years. And
I've been here for
so
4. I
when
don't
we
know any of my neighbors.
but our kids play every day and they go
Yeah,
to the
and
same school,
and
so it's
and
like,
that's
that's a little
great.
community.
Yeah.
And so we have like block parties. Like, when we first moved here, oh my gosh, like everybody would be out here, like from this side of the street all the way down here, like the whole block would
Right.
be blocked off, and we'd be
Right.
out there, the kids are playing, the moms are sitting out there with wine, the
Mm-hmm.
dads are standing up there talking, they're drinking, and it was fun. But that was the excitement of being new neighbors, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you kind of get into your little cliques, and so it changes, and people change, and then new neighbors come, and then you might not like them, and
The
fuck,
same.
I don't. So I'm not gonna go out of my way to be like, whatever, or whatever, your dog shit in my
Yo,
lawn, like, come pick that
many
shit up.
times in our podcast have I talked about like being like that mom, right? Like I ain't from here. I'm not from here. I'm from somewhere else. I grew up differently. I try my best to get to know people, but there's some people you love and some people you don't. They either accept you for who you are or they
Right.
don't. Like you cannot love everybody and they cannot love you even though you want them to. They cannot all
I
love
always
you.
do. I always want people to love me, but then
I
sometimes I
know,
feel
but some
like,
people are like, you're so fucking annoying.
right, oh my god, dude. So we went out, my husband and I, Adam and I, look, everybody knows Adam. Adam and I went out with a couple, and it's one of his friends that he grew up with, and it's kind of like,
Oh my god, is this when you went to dinner?
and so I'm drinking, she drinks, whatever, and we're hanging out. But I feel like sometimes my energy could be a little bit too much for people, and I'm just like, you know what I mean? And it's just like, oh my god, she is just. But that's just how I look at myself. Like, I know I'm a lot. I know, but
Yeah.
it's all out of love, and it's all fun. Like, it's nothing but love that I'm
Yeah,
giving
there's
you. But some
nothing
people
negative
can't
about it.
gravitate towards,
You ain't
oh
fighting the person
no.
at the next table or anything like that. You
Right.
just
Even though
chilling.
sometimes you want to. No, I'm just playing. But like, no, I'm the type of girl, like back in the day, and a lot of and my friends that are watching this will know, and Adam too. I would buy a shot for a random person across the damn bar, like, oh, it's her birthday shot. Hey, and Adam be
Right.
like, the fuck, bitch, we don't got that much money.
Look, you ain't got that money. Stop.
Look, I got the shot credit card. Let's do it. Shot, 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 shots. Everybody. But that's how it used to be. So it's
right.
just like,
But while you're thinking you're having fun, some people are more
like, oh,
introverts and they're like,
right. But when we went out for the second time, I was like, okay, I'm not too much. She enjoys me. And then when she said Happy New Year, I was like, okay. Because guess what? I'm not going to tell anybody anything more. If I don't feel you,
right.
we're not. There's no,
Right.
oh, fake hi. There's no nothing. We don't fake it till we make it.
No, we know who we can be friends with and who we can't.
But it's mostly
The
everybody.
thing is we give like a second
Too many chances.
chance.
Too many chances.
And
that's
we give a
something that I'm gonna
third
work
chance.
on.
Like maybe they weren't having a good day. Maybe the second time they were just.
You try to see the good in everybody.
Yes.
And I really, really do. And most of the time I'm very successful.
And then like you said with the neighbors, you have kids, they have kids. You want the kids to get along. You want you guys to
we
get along.
live
And then at some
here.
point you're like, fuck this shit. Y'all ain't playing with them no more. Because you
know
just
their
can't
ass is
connect.
bad shit.
You,
Ask me
right.
if them kids been back to my house since then. Hell no.
Right. Cheers.
And
Nah.
all right, so tornado out of this. Tornado out of this. Okay.
Okay,
So
no more
on another
friendships.
level.
Y'all know
Yeah,
as
yeah, no.
moms, okay, one more time, let's conclude this. As moms, we know we go from being teens to 20s to 30s to married to moms, and things change, and people got to accept that.
Life changes all the
And
time.
it's part of
Life
life.
changes when you're making plans.
Yes. And tornado out. What do you
I
want to
said
talk
it was
about
a
now?
fucking tsunami. Okay.
Yo,
So
you
anyways.
had me all, you even had me, I was like, I was
Pour
like,
on
shit, where are we
teacher!
going with this?
Just saying, like, and we said we tornadoed out, so we kind of got a tornado out. It
We
can't
tornadoed
come
out like
back.
3 times.
Look,
And
it can't
remixed
come
back
back.
like 6
Yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This is
Okay, so
something
for
that's been
real,
heavy
we'll
on my
tornado
heart.
out this time.
It's
Let's
been heavy
tornado
on
out.
my heart, and I know that I'm a good friend, and I love everybody that I come. Well, all of my friends, they know that, but
Yeah.
sometimes
But
I
like
feel
I
like
told you earlier today, everybody has a season, and that season is to clean house.
tired of
Right?
this damn season. Gosh dang, my season been going on since September.
Your season been 2020, 2021. You just cleaning out for the next year. But
I
let's
can't
move
take any
forward.
more of this. Look, this is
No, you're
depressing
good.
to me.
You're
I
good.
can't. I'm over
We
this shit.
planning birthday vacations. We got a few months. Let's
If
not worry
Corona will
about
let
all
that
that.
shit happen.
Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Let's
But
hope
anyways,
so.
on a different level. Okay. So I want to know. This is hilarious. This will bring it back. Okay. Look, this will bring it back. I want to know if you're out with your significant other, husband, boyfriend, date, and there's some other guy at a table looking at you. He fine though. Look, he fine though. Do you flirt? Do you ignore? Or do you act like it just should never happen? Or do you say, meet me in the bathroom and get his number? Oh, you was gonna meet him in the bathroom to get his number?
No.
I'm just playing. I just want to know because it's like I'm the type of person.
Being okay, so
Everybody thinks I flirt. So
no,
off top.
so that makes it harder for us as Geminis. Here we go with Gemini twinning.
Women,
that makes it harder
period.
for us with Gemini as Geminis because we don't mean to come off that way. We're just being fun and friendly. When we were in Vegas,
Uh-oh.
we were
Here we go.
no, let me tell
I knew
you.
I was gonna pull a story out somewhere. I did that on purpose, y'all.
Yo.
Tricking!
Yo, we were walking in the lobby of the hotel, and I had black and gray on. Everything, we had just got there, so we were just walking around. I had black and gray on. I had a red hat on. This shows you how hood this place was. So we were walking through the casino. We're walking through. I had a red Ohio State hat on.
Hey, OH.
Woo. So I'm walking, I'm not paying no attention. My husband's in front of me, my kids holding my hand, my other kids walking, they're walking together. And all of a sudden, I see this guy connect eyes with me, and I'm looking at him like, what the fuck? And we're walking, and this guy said, so whoop. And I was like, did he just swoop me? So being from Los Angeles, from Los Angeles, when someone so whoops you,
what is a so whoop?
They are bloods, which are red.
Ah.
He's like, so whoop. And I was like, did he? And he was trying to be real cute with it too. He was like looking at me like, so whoop. I was like, and I kept walking, right? And then I looked at my husband and I was like, did he just swoop me?
Wait, I have a question. Obvious.
Yo, even ghetto dudes have Mexicans are like, psst, psst, psst. But this dude.
What color was your husband wearing?
No, he was wearing black. He didn't even have any red on. If he was wearing
red, how do you know the guy wasn't talking to them?
which I would have thought, because my husband wears all red because he's an Ohio State fan.
Woo.
Yeah, so I thought the same thing. And then I was like, he ain't even got red on. And I'm looking, and the guy's like, he was just drunk and stupid. And I was in my mind, I'm like, yo, this is some ghetto shit. Cause I know this, right? So I'm like,
I know what's
are
happening
you
right now. You
serious?
might not know, but I do.
Right. So Sean knew. He looked at me and then we went up the elevator and I was like, did that guy just swoop me? Like, it was just like the most corniest way to try to get at someone, right? I guess he thought because I had a red hat on. But honestly, I had a hat on because I had been driving like 7 hours. So the
Okay.
next day, we're walking down the street with the kids. We're sightseeing, whatever. And we get to a stoplight, and I'm crossing the street with the kids. And these guys are at the stoplight, and they just start whistling at me and
Oh, you fine in Vegas. Okay.
No, I ain't paying no attention. Right? I'm
Okay.
just walking, and my daughter stops. Gabby
Oh,
stops
Jesus.
and is like, Gabby don't play shit. So she's like, do you see her husband? Right there. I was like, oh my God.
About to get my brother jumped like a motherfucker. Hey.
Mind you, everybody in Vegas is probably drunk,
Right.
not paying no attention. And I'm just thinking in my head, like, these some stupid ass motherfuckers right now. Cause it was just the craziest thing.
Yo, so with you saying that, okay, so tell me this, and every person listening to this could probably contest. Can I say that? Yeah. So how about okay, like when I was just playing a second ago and I said, oh, this dude hits on you or whatever, what do you do? Why is it always the ugliest one that your husband trips out about? Like,
right,
not the cute one. Like, I feel like he don't want no smoke when he sees the cute one, so he just like stays to the ugly one. But it's always
that though.
Yeah,
do they feel like the cute one? But do they feel like
they give you the most shit about, like, oh, so you got his number, so what does that mean? Or, oh, he trying to holler.
So
do you see him? Okay, let me tell you the story. Tornado remix. Here we go. I work out my gym.
Let's not talk about gym.
Here we go. Here we go. So this is hilarious. So Adam is on Facebook and he is scrolling. Okay. Yeah, you just read that. I know you did. He's scrolling.
I'm about to call you on FaceTime. No, just kidding.
He's scrolling, but you really did. He's scrolling. He texts me and he goes and he screenshots it. And he was like, he goes, so you're his screensaver now? And so me being me, I'm at work. I have no idea. So basically, my trainer has put up a picture of me or him and I on his Facebook profile. And my husband is scrolling through Facebook and it said, people you may know, add as a friend. You know how they do that shit, right? And so Adam's like, that's my wife. So he sends it to me. I'm never serious. Never. And so I laugh instantly because I think the shit is hilarious. I'm like,
right.
Okay, what does that mean? Now, mind you, I don't Facebook, so I didn't know that it was on there. Now, after he brought it to my attention and we go back and forth about it, I tell him, I was like, dude, I tell the trainer, I was like, dude, that's disrespectful to my husband. You take that off.
Now, let's talk about what your trainer looks like. Like, I get it. He probably super fun, super kind, super cute, super tall, super dark, super handsome.
Oh, really? Wait, where you find that trainer out? I might be at the gym every day. No.
I'm talking about this one, this trainer.
Oh my gosh. Dog. Okay.
Whoa. Okay. So we know.
So he's about, granted, super sweetheart.
Yes, because he's your trainer.
He's 60-something years old. He has gray to blonde hair.
Okay.
He, you know what? Fuck it. He looks like Santa Claus. Really? So how are you even questioning me about this man? So, I mean, I get it. As a married woman, I totally understand why you would be upset.
Yeah.
Just scroll past that and
Yeah.
see that, and you're just like, damn, that's my wife. Like, what's going on?
Right. But is it just us, or do all women go through that? Or are
Go through
we the,
what, sweetheart?
because I feel like in a lot of marriages, it seems like the women who take care of the kids and who do this and that, we the jealous ones. But lately, I'm like,
No, it's a whole new jealous world now. You know what?
it's a
You
whole
know,
new jealous world.
you know what? Don't. Okay. So in my situation, I'll explain this. And this is being totally honest, because I mean, we raw, right? Okay.
Right.
So, I've been a little heavy for the last couple of years, right? So
But
with
you got
me,
kids, you married, you happy.
boo
They say
boo,
when people
my
are
oldest
happy,
one is 7 years old. So this
they
is
say when
seven
people
years.
are happy.
Whoa, I must have been freaking ecstatic. So when okay, so I was overweight, and I know this. Like, I like had problems with diabetes, like I'm insulin resistant, like all of that. So I decided to go on this gym trip. So I go to the gym every freaking day. And granted, it's paying off. I'm doing whatever. I'm wearing stuff that I've never worn before. Now, the only problem with that is that your husband, he's very supportive because he's your husband. But when you start looking good, that's when they lightweight start hating. So he's like, oh, do you have to take a picture after everything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, my
And
husband calls me paparazzi all the time. He's
I
like, you
need to
take
take
a
a
picture
picture.
of every
Right. I
time,
need to take
every
a picture of
moment
the
of your life.
side booty. I need to take a
Mhm.
picture. And granted, I do not have any kind of bottom. Like, it's come a long way. Okay.
So you
So,
super proud.
dude, I am so proud. So when I turn around and look in the mirror, baby, you ain't got shit to say to whoop. Right.
Right.
But
Right.
I'm not taking pictures like that. I seriously play so much. But like
Right.
I'm
I don't
super
think I've
excited
ever
about
seen a
my
picture like that on
oh,
on
because I ain't
social
gonna do that.
media of you.
No, I would never do anything like that. But I'm super excited and happy about my new lifestyle. I'm excited that, I put in the work and I'm seeing results. And
Right.
it's so
Right.
exciting to me. So you get addicted
Right.
to that, right?
So you start eating better, you
Oh,
start working out, you
and I
start
don't drink during
doing
the week,
right
only on
Monday through
Fridays.
Thursday, and you try and you
Saturday, Friday and Saturdays. Sundays are not drinking days.
but my thing is like you decided this is a goal. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to do. And you're hoping that you get that support behind you. And then they do.
For
They
a minute.
support you for a minute. And then it becomes like, oh shit, she's starting to look
Oh,
good
she
again.
started looking. So
Yeah.
like
And like maybe that's everybody. If my husband would look like The Rock, I'd probably feel the same way, right? Though my husband is sexy. But my thing is like we all try to be better, but when we get to that point, we maybe our heads just get to us. I don't know.
oh, and since you didn't show me up, my husband is damn good looking. He fine.
Right.
He fine.
Yo,
But
why
this
Gabby
is
say I could never see Uncle Stu cursing. He's so proper and he's such a good guy. I was like, you don't
y'all
know
don't know that
Uncle
Chicago side.
Stu. Right.
Ignorant as shit. No, I'm just playing. But
That's why you like him.
love that part of him. Like,
Right.
but anyways,
Right.
like when I guess this is the motivation. The motivation is when he starts hating and starts saying stuff like, "Oh, you look good." Look, oh, here we go. "Oh, you look good." Like, he will never tell me that I look good. So I'll take that back. When he starts saying like, "You got to take another picture," or "You're wearing that to the gym,"
Because he
then
ain't
I
looking at
know.
he ain't looking at the he already knows this looks good.
Mm-mm.
In his mind, he looking at the extra stuff what he thinks is extra.
He says that if he gives me a compliment, that I will stop working out. So I'm like, he's like, if I say that you look good, you'll stop working out. because it's proof in the pudding. But I wasn't motivated like I am now. You know, most people will say, "Oh my gosh, I'm going to the gym." Most people, whatever, and you look at them and you laugh because you know, excuse me,
that lasts for like a week or two.
Oh my gosh, new year, new me, whatever the heck that is.
Yeah.
And people are in the gym and it's crowded for 2 fucking weeks. So
until March. And then March also nobody goes in.
Crickets. So I was just like, that's the reason why I haven't jumped back in. Like after the holidays, I kind of like slacked a lot because, you know, whatever.
I think the pandemic has a lot to do with that though.
I slacked a month and then I go back. Like I just started back this week and there's nobody really in there. There's nobody in there. 2 weeks ago though, oh my God. Like you were like COVID central. Cause you know, we ain't got no kind of restrictions.
Right. You talked about that. Definitely.
All right. So, but my point is that when I know that I'm starting to make progress, when Adam starts hating.
So you know, like this is working. This shit is
working. So I must be looking good and he's liking it, but he don't want me to share that goodness with nobody else. So everybody, like, you have to go to the gym.
So how do you fix that? And we're not the only wives who go through this because I'm on like groups where like it's like keto and low carb and working out. I'm on all these groups because mind you, I lost like 80 pounds. So I'm constantly like trying to figure out how to make things work. But I've been on groups where moms are like, my husband is the worst. He doesn't support me. And I don't think that husbands are trying to be like the worst husbands. I think they just don't know how to handle. But I feel like I was like this when we met.
But this is the whole thing that I don't understand. Like I tell Adam's ass, look, if you want me to be barefoot, pregnant, and fat, don't be looking at no bitch in shape. I swear to God, I'm going to cut your balls. Cut time.
Right. So it goes both ways. Okay, let's talk about this. It goes both ways.
And then like you want me to wear my natural hair. Don't be trying to be all pro natural and then you looking at a bitch with a weave. Look at here. I'm the fantasy here. Look at me, right? Like don't be switching teams. This is not what we talked about. This was not in the manual.
You talked about you like natural. I went natural.
Right. You all natural. Now you over here looking at the bitch with the weave.
But really? Is he looking at her? Or do you just think he's looking at her?
If a guy walks in the bar and he fine, are you looking at him because he fine, or are you looking at the one that's just
I want my husband to like
I'm looking at the dorky dude in the corner with the glasses.
I don't want my husband to pretend like he don't look at other girls. I feel like when they pretend like they don't look at someone else, when they're like, I feel like that's the sneaky where they do it behind your back. I would rather my husband be like, you know, she's really pretty. Or like he talks about like artists. No, I did not. What did you say?
Never mind. Forget it. The viewers got it though. I said,
and on that note.
I'm not even going to repeat what I said. But I get it. Yeah. But I mean, I have a story. Look, okay. I have a story. Okay,
let's go.
So there was one time. Look, there was one time I let Adam. We were eating dinner, and I think we were like at Max and Irma's, which is it takes you way back. Okay,
right.
And there was a young woman there, and she was probably my age, maybe a little younger or something like that. And I was like, oh my God, like. Look, I think I had a gay moment. I was like, she's beautiful, like gorgeous, you know. I never take anything away from anybody else, you know, whatever. Hey, she's beautiful. And he was looking, he goes, yeah. I was like, babe, you can comment. It's okay, right? You can comment.
Oh shit. Here we go.
He goes, he's like, yeah, she is beautiful. You know what? She looked like this girl June I used to mess with back in the day. I said,
"Oh my God!" Like there was a limit.
And then you keep talking about the shit, right? So this is when I get hood. Look at how my voice changed. Like it was so cute when I started the story, and I was like, "So, who the fuck is June? And we had this whole conversation. I was just like, you know what? That door is not open anymore, because at this point right now, I feel like I never knew about June, but that's one thing. I don't care about his exes, because his exes can't do what I do. I am the best.
That's how I feel. I mean,
my mama
obviously,
told me, if you go be good at it. Whatever. I am the best. I know this, but none of the exes have ever been anything to me, so it doesn't matter. Like, you know, shout out to you if you're watching, but I really don't care. It's never been an issue. But when you go into detail and you say stuff like, I'm just like, first of all, I didn't know about you.
Right.
Second of all,
I just said you could like her and look at her. I didn't say you could.
I mean, don't go in a full fucking paragraph. Wait. Come back. But it was
I'm gonna need to reel you back in.
No, I say it was cool though, but I had like a full attitude for a whole 10 minutes. I sat there like this. It's like, but babe, no, there ain't no but, babe. And guess what? We were on like a boardwalk, like a shopping thing. I got everything I wanted that day. Damn. Everything. So funny. But it wasn't anything like that. Like I say it like that, but I mean it was like that. It was like that.
So while we got friends who we judge and who judge us, and we in marriages, and we got families, and we be doing all kinds of stuff in life, we moms, and we're wives, and we're women, and
I like how you tried to bring us. Look, I like how you tried to bring that back. Like, you know, we're moms. This is Channel 3. We're moms.
And you just don't fuck with us. That's all I'm saying.
I'm just saying everything can be cool and cordial, but when you go into detail about some stuff like that, you be ready to cut somebody. But overall, you know, I'm just like, you know, you need to express yourself, because if you're look, this is advice. If you're with a guy and he's like fully expressing himself, and there's a beautiful woman that walks in, I mean, I understand the politeness of it all, but if he's just trying to spare your feelings because he doesn't want to say anything to you, you might want to leave that alone. We're going to end this because I feel like it's a drunken.
So, guess what? It's the weekend. That's what we do.
Weekend.
It's the weekend.
Okay. So,
okay, bye.
Thank you for tuning in. Give us your feedback. We really do appreciate all y'all. And don't forget to subscribe. Please. But thank you for everybody who's been on this journey with us.
We know you as moms understand us.
And please give us some topics, because I'm pretty sure I can talk about anything at this point today. I feel like, oh my gosh, when we talked about New Orleans, I'm like, oh my God, I have so many stories.
Right. We've been all over. We know.
All right. Well, thank you. Thanks. Bye.